It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Here, can you show us what? Thank you, Irene.
Thank you, Irene.
Thank you,
Nykki-
Irene. Thank you.
Nykki-Nike, can you show us what you just showed us?
Oh, it's a Bucks hat.
Yeah. Well, what was the other thing?
Oh,
How do you kick someone out? Do you know?
That's gonna
A
be
Brady Bucks jersey.
You asked me about technology?
Woof. Woof, woof,
Woof.
woof. You didn't answer my
Woof.
question before. Is it a woman's or is it a men's?
it's a men's.
Raise is a women's.
fuck you. During this COVID process, I've lost a lot. But one thing I didn't lose, weight. Okay.
Ray, doesn't yours have the padding in it?
Yeah.
Like
Fuck you. Fuck
Yeah.
you. No.
Shoulder
No.
pad.
No, it's stitched to support. Ray's lost self-esteem and a whole lot of self-esteem, but he has not lost any weight. Oh, and you said you color coordinate, so you got the jersey, so you had to get the hat. That's your excuse?
Oh, wait. No, I'm a Brady fan.
Oh, so
That's
the colors
what
don't matter?
The colors do matter. I love red. I do love red, but I am a Brady fan. Yes.
They
I
make
do
a
support
Patriots
color.
Redbird jersey, you know.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
So
I
if
get
you got a
I'm getting
Patriots red jersey-
I'm getting a Mac Jones one. I will get a Mac
So
Jones
do you have to
red
get a red
jersey.
hat?
I probably will get whatever, like the letters, excuse me, the numbers are white. Then I'll probably get a white hat or I'll get a red hat, but mostly likely to be a red hat.
What are you, fucking Nelly? Why does everything have to match?
Do you have an eye patch?
It's not a patch, you dumbass. It's
Oh,
a eye
Band-Aid.
black.
Band-Aid.
Believe it or not,
Band-Aid.
believe it or not, Richard, you matched tonight with your little red visor and your.
She only want me for my pictures. Welcome to Simon Sports Show, Sunday social hour, September 5th. September 5th.
Been drinking.
Let me turn my hat around so we know it's a social hour.
Oh, Riley Cap with the socks.
Here we go. Let's party. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe, rate, review. If you're listening on the podcast, do the same. Follow us at civilmindsportshow.com. Welcome to the Civil Mind Sports Show. I am proud to announce the Civil Mind Sports Show is brought to you by Back to Basics CBD. That's BAK, the number 2, Basics, LLC.com. Dr. Tom is New England's leading educator in CBD wellness and medical marijuana. If you haven't jumped on board yet, please do so. If you have a shitty dog, they got the answer, right?
Absolutely. Turn your dog right around. You just drop a little oil in their food once a day or twice a day, depending on the size. And it is a brand new dog. It is
Bingo. No more yep, night, bye-bye for the
and
doggy.
Also, Dr. Tom will help you, and you can email him. He's in direct contact. You can call him, email him. He will help you out with the procedure that you need for your CBD specifications.
Get personalized CBD wellness education from Dr. Tom at backtobasicsllc.com. That's BAK, the number 2, basicsllc.com. Get a free sample with every order that you make. I said free. It's an absolute no-brainer. Check out backtobasics.com. Welcome to the social hour, kids. Welcome, Nykki-Nike. Good to have you back.
Good to be here, Richard. Thank you, Irene.
We're just going to cut all that Brady jersey stuff, but it's fun. It's fun to have you here and talk some NFL, and that's what we want to do tonight. I just want to get some storylines heading into the NFL season. A week from tonight, as we record on Thursday, the season starts.
Yes, from tonight. Yep.
Fuck you, Ray.
Thursday night, Bucks Cowboys. Woo!
Whoa.
Go Cowboys.
So I want to get I don't know,
Go Cowboys, yeah.
a few of your storylines to start the season going into 2021. I gave you a handful in the email. We can go off that, or if you have some that I didn't come up with and list, feel free. Who wants to start? Ray, you're generally in charge of this, and it usually goes pretty bad. Why don't you? Do you want to tell us where we want to go with this and start? Is it a roundtable discussion? Open forum?
Open forum. Let's go open forum.
Bitches first.
Okay,
Ooh,
go ahead,
Ray.
Nikki. Damn it.
Oh, damn it. Raymond.
Oh, you want me to go first? All
Yes, sir.
right. Was the Matt Stafford experiment in LA actually going to help them go to a Super Bowl? Was that the missing piece they all needed? Is that Sean
Ooh.
McVay's missing piece?
The scapegoat in Jared Goff
Mm-hmm.
That stiff
Ooh.
Jared Goff.
Yeah.
Well, I've been on record multiple times saying no, but that's not necessarily because of Matt Stafford, who I think is a good quarterback. And it is a good story to follow because the Rams have dumped so much money into this team, and they really have at most a 2-year window. It's actually really only this year when you look at kind of the salary cap and the way that they're going to get fucked in that and either have to let guys go or trade them.
They did it after the Super Bowl. They did that with the Super Bowl. It was Super Bowl or bust. They didn't fucking win. We beat them. They had to dump all those salaries because they couldn't afford anyone anymore. They did it again.
Yeah. And I don't know if Jared Goff was the difference, really. I mean, he was good when they were good. I'm not a big Jared Goff fan. I think Matt Stafford will certainly be better, but I don't know if he's a difference maker. Maybe Sean McVay with 4 or 5 years in the league is a difference maker, who I think is a good coach, and when maybe gets in a better in another playoff position will make some better decisions and not gargle the balls of Belichick before the Super Bowl. The pro tip number one, Sean. So yeah, that's a good one, Ray. Nykki-Nike,
they also don't. Before you go, they also don't have a first round pick till 2024 because they traded all away for Matt Stafford. So that's the other reason why you mortgage your future for this one guy who's injury prone, who can't finish the season ever. So yeah, good luck.
Yeah, Goff sloth. That's what I think. But...
Nope, sum it up right there. Perfect. Simple minds. If you rhyme, we're in line.
Jesus. Baker Mayfield.
A good time.
I feel Baker Mayfield is going to make it or break it this year. Some say
sorry, I was writing this down. You said Goff sloth.
Goff sloth.
Okay.
Goff the sloth.
T-shirt. Okay, go ahead.
Baker Mayfield, make it or break it. They say he's got the best NFL, best roster in the NFL right now. He's got great weapons, 26 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, and since he's been there, I feel like Baker Mayfield is going to make some changes this year. I feel like that the Browns are up and coming, and I feel like that he's the quarterback's going to make some good changes.
Browns in general should be a story. Can they finally break through?
Yeah.
Can they finally break through? They're kind of like the Cubs or the Red Sox winning the World Series, though. Like, if they do, they're not as fun to watch and root for. Right. Like the idea of the misery factory that was Cleveland
losers.
And the jersey that they would wear with like the 40 quarterbacks on the back. What a fucking awesome, shitty franchise to root for. But I'm sure it sucks if you're a Browns fan. But like from the outside looking in, if Baker Mayfield can be the real deal and they can actually be a good team moving forward, like, that sucks.
It does. But, he's making when he first came in or whatever, like a year ago, 2 years ago, he's making, excuse me, he's making like commercials and shit. You know what I mean? And he sucked as a QB, but he's making all these like commercials about his stadium. And it's like, you're nothing, So, but now I feel like he's making a name for himself. He's doing great. I feel like he had a great year. The Browns looked fantastic. So I'm gonna go with
he shut his mouth too. That was the big thing too. When he first came in the league, he was like a Johnny Manziel, running his mouth, saying how much he's the man, using his college career as a stepping stone. Didn't do anything. You're going to the Browns. You're the first overall pick when you shouldn't have been. They didn't think.
Right.
So, he's actually proved it. He's proved the haters wrong. And, now the next step, win a playoff game, go further in the playoffs.
That's great. Like, dude, look, compare him like coming out of college compared to Mac Jones coming out of college. Different. It's just to compare like quarterbacks in that aspect is like absolutely insane. Like,
great segue. Patriots wanted Baker Mayfield, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Wanted him.
Oh, for real?
Mm-hmm.
Definitely did not know that.
They wanted to trade Gronk and get enough picks to move up and make a play for Bakefield.
That's the year that
Detroit.
Belichick wanted to trade Gronk to Detroit. That's okay.
If Mayfield was not going number 1 overall, it was a very good chance that they would have traded Gronk and moved up to get Baker Mayfield in the top 5 or whatever it would have been, which probably would have worked out pretty well for Baker, honestly. Not that well for Belichick and the Brady Bobos, but that's a story for another day, because my story is Mac Jones and the Patriots. This is the biggest story in the NFL. I'm not being a homer. This is the biggest story in the NFL.
This is a Ray Sunday social for you right now.
No, it's not. This is the biggest story in the NFL. Turn on any national story. Where will Cam Newton be next? What does Mac Jones look like? Can Bill Belichick win without Brady? Tom Brady, can you win another Super Bowl? This is all tied together, baby. The Patriots have been the NFL for 20 fucking years, and this is Belichick's legacy riding on right now as we speak. Your rookie number 1 pick coming in to be not usurper. He didn't take Brady's job. Brady left because he hates Belichick. Remember that. But he is the successor to Tom Brady, the greatest NFL player of all time, the true successor. The Cam Newton experiment is over. Mac Jones is here to stay. He's starting week 1. We get to see it week 4. This is the biggest story of the NFL. The Patriots are yet again the biggest story in the NFL, and it's all wrapped together. It's Brady, it's Belichick, it's Mac. They're playing each other, all of it. It's all culminating to week 4. The whole NFL season will be looking at it'll be one of the, if not the biggest, most viewed regular season game in NFL history.
Yep.
It's going to be epic and insane.
I give the Pats a shot.
I don't disagree.
I think it's going to be closer than what people think it's going to be, yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It's going to come down to Nordine fucking...
Nordine for 3!
Wide right. I think I just summed up a lot of the Tom Brady, can he do it again story will be out there, and I'm just done. I picked the Tom Brady and the Bucs to win the Super Bowl. I'm done betting against Brady. I just am. So that'll be out there. Can he do it again? He's got a weak schedule.
Yep.
They start, if the Bucs start out 6-0, undefeated will be on the table. They'll start talking about that shit. And you know Brady will be gunning for it. That's the one thing that he's publicly spoken out and said that chaps his ass. That he didn't complete that undefeated season.
Mm-hmm.
That wears on him.
Oh yeah,
that wears on him. And if he could go do it in a Bucs uniform and shit all over Belichick in the process, doggy.
Well, he loves records, and there's one record he doesn't have, and that's beating all 32 NFL teams. So week 4 is the one thing that stands in his way from completing that task as well.
Does he have 31?
Wait, what?
He's beating every other team except for the Patriots.
I guess that's true. I mean, I wouldn't.
Well,
there's no reason for me not to believe that, but I thought that he was short one, but you're probably right. Brady and the Belichick are number 1 story of the NFL this season. Yeah. Where else should we go?
This draft class being the best quarterback draft class since 1983, and who will emerge as the best quarterback taken in this year's draft at season's end. You got Mac Jones, you got Trey Lance, you got Justin Fields, Sunshine, Trevor Lawrence, and Zach Wilson. Yeah, so out of those 5, who's going to have the best rookie campaign? Who's going to show that, they were the best pick out of all 5?
Was Justin Fields going to replace Dalton?
Eventually. There's talk that he's going to be the one to coming out like mid-season, kind of like what a Mac Jones we predicted.
Like I said earlier about having a rookie QB coming out, it's been over a decade. I think Zach Wilson looks pretty good. Trevor Lawrence is a piece of crap. No. He looks awful. No. He's terrible. He's terrible.
Sunshine.
Sunshine. I like piece of
Minshew,
crap.
Like you should have kept Minshew, man.
Minshew mania. Just because of the dripping sex. I mean, yeah.
He was dripping sex. I remember that post you did. Yeah, he was dripping sex. He would have. Oh God, Boston would have been all over that shit. But
I would have bought a Minshew jersey.
Trevor Lawrence is he belongs in an Abercrombie friggin' magazine or something, dude.
He's not that good looking. He just has good hair.
That's just the long hair. Yeah, get off. Get off.
Like
play football.
Like what are those girly sex books? Like you saw Fabio on all the time with the wind blowing. That's where he belongs.
I definitely wasn't.
Romance novel. Romance novel.
The head of boy. Way to pull that through.
Thank you.
There you go. Okay, Romeo.
I can't wait to toot from afar on the Trevor Lawrence sucking because I'm not a big college football fan, but every time I got a chance to watch Trevor Lawrence, it's like, what is the hype about this guy?
Especially on the big stage.
Get it? I just don't get it. I mean, he looks the part, sure, but yeah, he's nice hair. He's no Minshew. He's no walking wet dong. He's just got nice hair and he's tall and he can throw the ball hard. Good for him. And he's playing in Jacksonville. Your career is going to be shit, bud. You're going to be a backup by year 4.
And you have Urban Meyer as your coach.
Woof.
Urban Meyer. Woof. Woof times 2. He's an apple picker. He blows.
The quarterback, the rookie quarterback, we talked about this in the Wednesday edition. The young quarterbacks in this league are something to look out for. Justin Herbert, we had going number 1 overall, and 2, we had Mac Jones pretty high up there as well.
Yep.
And a lot of that has to do with the Patriots situation, but also that he's NFL ready, and he just kind of looks the part. I think the NFL is in pretty good hands. It'll just be interesting to see, how these franchises fuck these guys up, Zach Wilson. So a lot of talent but there's a lot of bad organizations and teams out there that these guys are going to get swallowed up. Coaches, yeah,
coaches,
going to get swallowed up. What else you got, Nykki-Nike? You want to bring anything else to the table?
Are you muted?
No, I'm not muted.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I was talking about the rookie quarterbacks. It's the same thing. Just like,
is the dog biting you? Is he gnawing on your leg?
No, they're.
I can't tell if she can hear us or not.
No, I can hear you. I'm right
okay,
here.
Good.
Okay.
What about Aaron? What about the Aaron Rodgers saga? How many buckets of tears is this guy going to?
He's a bitch.
That sums it up right there.
Yeah.
Is there a chance? There has been some reporting that he could, mend the fences up there in Green Bay.
I doubt it.
It's a whole other show in the top left corner for me. I don't know where
Nike's
dog pound is for you, but
that's on the bottom. But yeah. Basically, Aaron Rodgers hates his family. Shunned him out of his life because they did wrong by him. Green Bay's already done wrong by him. This is his last year. If he goes out and has another MVP year, see him on the trade block. See the fuck later. He's gone. Good as gone.
The spite of this guy is like it's Game of Thrones like. He's just never gonna.
He's Joffrey.
Yeah, there's no soul.
Joffrey.
I don't know. Is he Joffrey? Yeah, there's just no soul there. No, he's like Braun. He's just a mercenary with no soul. He doesn't care. He's just ready to turn tail at the any given sign.
Who was the one that got his dick cut off?
The spider, the whisper.
No, the guy that got it. His dick.
Theon.
Theon
Greyjoy?
Yeah, he's Theon Greyjoy.
How is Aaron Rodgers Theon?
Because he's a little bitch. He has no dick.
Hold on. Theon Greyjoy, Aaron Rodgers, bitch, no dick t-shirt. Got it. Okay.
Sailing the iron seas.
I leave a small window open for them to stay in Green Bay because I think Jordan Love blows, and I could see them getting rid of Jordan Love if that was what the reason that Aaron Rodgers stayed. Just bow down and show me this gigantic sign of respect. Get rid of your future quarterback so I can stay here for another 2 years and continue to lose in the playoffs. I leave that door a little bit open, a little bit,
ajar.
Just a little
smudge,
just a smidgy. Here's a good one. Here's a big one. Burying the lead. COVID. We know that the NFL has made it almost impossible to play in the NFL without being vaccinated. We've seen it happen to the Patriots. Thank you, Goodell. Thank you. No more Cam Newton because he refused to get the little bump there on the arm. We've seen it in Buffalo. Cole Beasley in his no teeth, wrangling ass looking hillbilly motherfucker refuses to get the vaccination, and he was gone for 5 days. Got a bunch of his teammates gone for 5 days because he bumped shoulders with someone who was vaccinated and may have been tested positive. That's how fucking ludicrous and crazy these NFL protocols are. But them the rules, Cole. Lamar Jackson got COVID twice, not the good kind, the bad kind. Like not hospitalized, but sent to bed. Couldn't walk, run, couldn't participate. He was sick. He was very sick. Got it twice. Still refuses to get the bump, even though it could cost him games as a starting quarterback, former MVP. And Kirk Cousins is the other one that refuses to get it. And the entire team behind him has gotten it. And his coach is pissed in the media that he hasn't gotten it. And he still won't get it. So those are the big four.
Who are the two teams that are 100% vaccinated? I know the
big
Bucs.
three.
Bucks
the Bucs came out and said they are. So
there's another team too. Was it Washington?
Yeah, Ron Rivera.
Yeah, they're 100%
battling cancer.
Yeah.
Good.
Hey man, I'm going through chemo, guys. Can you just go get a fucking shot in your arm, please?
Do me a favor. While I'm calling the third down play, I'd like you to not breathe in my face after you've been out of the club while I got chemo scheduled for the next day.
Yeah.
Okay? So can everyone just fucking get this stupid thing?
Yeah, exactly.
We know the Patriots are not one of those. So I had the Bills, the Ravens, and the Vikings as the three big culprits. That would be the first team, one of the first teams to lose their organization a win or a week, because we know that the rules are. Well, I don't know what the rules are. They're so fucking convoluted. But if an outbreak happens,
Texas team, you got to throw a Texas team in there.
I was gonna say the Steelers, but I mean, they have to forfeit anyway.
Well, I don't know what the vaccinations. I just know that these guys have high-profile guys that are unvaccinated. I'll throw the Texans on there too. They're a fucking shit show. But if they lose a game, they're gonna lose every game. It doesn't matter. If the Ravens, the Bills, the Vikings, if they lose a game
Ravens,
because of not only never mind the fact that you're losing game checks for your players, you forfeit a game, and then these guys should all be fighting for the playoffs. I think it happens maybe once. If it happens once, then you're going to see guys cut or vaccinations rate bump in the NFL, because
or the NFL
that's fucking huge.
They demand you go get vaccinated.
Yeah, you're seeing it across the NBA. It might happen.
Yeah, so that's
your thoughts on COVID this year. Any predictions? Any thoughts as we move into the season?
Yeah, it's gonna come down to, if you're not vaccinated, you're not gonna be able to play. Literally, that's what it's gonna come down to, because there's gonna be more outbreaks with that Delta shit, and Cam Newton is an example to be cut. I don't know, that's literally how the world is operating right now, and you can't not have sports again. We did that through 2020 or 19, whatever it was. We already went through that. People are depressed without sports. We are sports fanatics. We need sports. Players want to play. These are athletes. Okay, these are people with families. But if it's going to come down to the fact that you have to have a COVID vaccination, like you have to have a vaccination in order to play sports, and you're against it, you don't want to do that, you don't put it in your body. That's a tough one, man. That's tough. So maybe that's how Cam Newton is. Excuse me, right? But maybe that's how Cam Newton is. He's against it. It's religion or whatever the case may be, or who, you know what I mean? Whoever else you just named, Richard. But that's just how they feel. But is it going to come down to the fact that you cannot play on this team unless you get a vaccination?
It might. And there's I hate to be crude about it, but there's a whole lot of money at stake. And honestly, I'm not going to skirt the line. They should get the fucking vaccine. They should. First of all, there's one that's been approved. Second of all, your employer is basically demanding it. Third of all, you're making life-changing, generation-changing money. You have an opportunity that a couple hundred people have in the entire world, and you throw it away because of what? Of what? Right. We can have the conversation about the shot and why not to get blah, blah, blah. We don't do politics on the show. And that's what I think it is. So I think it's crazy, fucking crazy, that a Lamar Jackson or a Kirk Cousins would not just take the step. And I get it's scary, or, not take the step or sit out. There you go. Because you're going to cost the team. Yeah. You're going to cost the team. And you were right, Nikki. That's why I think Cam Newton was cut, or a big reason. You're a liability. And whatever you believe about the vaccine, leave it to the side. The NFL has made it very fucking clear what they want. And if you're not willing to capitulate, you're going to cost your team and your organization and your owner. And that's not going to last very long.
And like you just said, if your employer asked you, if I wasn't vaccinated, my employer told me, hey, I need you to get vaccinated, or you're not going to be able to work anymore. I'd be like, all right, no problem. I'll do it. Yeah. Keep your job. You want to play? You want to play in the NFL?
And if you're in the NFL, they give you medical professionals at the ready to explain every question that you might have. They give you the highest quality physical life that you could possibly have, between nutrition and exercise and everything. Like, you're a physical specimen because of the opportunities that you have with this organization. Jesus Christ, people.
Also, how many of these NFL players have you seen get suspended because of drug violations? And they'd be like, "Oh, I don't know what I was putting in my body. I was just told to take it."
Yeah.
And yet, I don't want to take I don't want to take the COVID vaccine. You fucking morons.
Good call.
You can't be on one side of the fence and then go right to the complete opposite side of the fence and be like, I don't want to put this in, even though it's FDA approved now. No. I don't know what I put in my body. Look, when Edelman got fucking busted because he was at TB12 putting Tom's Guru magic in him, and he's like, "Oh, I didn't know what it was that I was taking." Blah blah blah. Just go get the fucking shot. Jesus Christ. And to play on the whole COVID thing, what's going to happen come February when the Super Bowl's in LA? California has been one of those states that's been shutting things down left and right. Are we going to have fans at the Super Bowl this year? That's another question we could have.
Well, we've seen Vegas institute.
Nice.
Everyone going in the stadium has to be vaccinated, right? Prove their vaccination. We've seen New Orleans do it. Some other teams have gone kind of halfway. Tests, you need to be tested or whatnot. LA, I cannot imagine is too far away from something like that if something's not already in place that I haven't seen. So it's a really great point, right? And we're seeing it in the NBA. Knicks players, if you want to play at MSG, you got to get vaccinated, man.
Yeah.
That's the deal. That's what the organization put into place, and that's happening more in the NBA than the NFL. But it's just a matter of time. You're right, Nykki. It's just a matter of time, especially if in the world this Delta thing picks up like COVID did last year, and we get some crazy spike, and we see some real consequences for it. These leagues are not going to put up with that. Jerry fucking Jones is telling people to get vaccinated because of the bottom line. If Jerry Jones in his yacht of whores is yelling at everybody to get vaccinated so he can hold on to that yacht of whores, then better believe that it's going to happen. But it's a huge story to keep your eye on, because we've already seen the protocols coming into place in this preseason stuff. And don't be surprised if you see the first COVID thing in the regular season, not a protocol, a whammy. Someone's going to get whacked. This is like the sticky icky in baseball. We'll give you some warning shots. We're going to give you a couple warning shots, people. And then when it's for real,
the sticky icky stuff, boom,
bang.
Nice.
Like
Emerald.
Yeah, Emerald, bang.
Bang.
I got a couple more on the list. Anyone got another storyline they want to bring to the
kind of keep it in the AFC East? Is Buffalo Bills going to go back to being the Buffalo Bills?
Oh, Josh Allen's passing accuracy it's improved from 2019 to 2020. He's expected to make another playoff run.
Yeah, but it's Buffalo Bills. I mean, it's the Buffalo Bills. They're a franchise that's known to lose 4 straight Super Bowl losses, the only team to ever do that. A stink of losing when Tom Brady was here. Tom Brady has more wins in that stadium than any other starting quarterback they have had in the past since Jim Kelly, I believe. So yeah,
ever.
Is it ever?
Brady is no. I mean, I think he's the second winning.
Yeah, second winningest
quarterback. No, is he the first winningest quarterback in Buffalo? He might be. He might be.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like, is Buffalo going to come back to reality?
It's they're not gonna go to Buffalo. Josh Allen's too
not
good for
like
that.
Last,
and
but maybe like
too good.
second.
And Dayball, their coaching's too good. They got a good roster, but they're definitely gonna take a step back.
Yeah,
Josh Allen's definitely gonna take a step back. If Stephon Diggs is not out there, Josh Allen will not be as good. Josh Allen maybe takes a step this year. Probably will. He's a good player. But the step that he took from 19 to 20 was gigantic and had a lot to do with his coaching staff. You don't generally see players in the NFL, especially quarterbacks, take that big of a step and then take another leap like that. So more often than not, you kind of come back down to earth. And that's what I expect out of Josh Allen, frankly. I expect him to come back down to earth a little bit. And,
also, there was no fans last year. So maybe that helped him out too. You're not
maybe
in the course of
he got the tiny line.
His accuracy percentage went up. His passing percentage went up. Everything went up for him last year.
So it's coming down this year. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, it come down on your head. What? No, it's not. I think that Josh Allen's going to make a run this year. I do.
Ooh, you calling Bills to the Super Bowl?
I'm not calling the Bills to the Super Bowl, but I will call them to win the AFC
East.
Yes.
Yeah,
that might happen. Here's another team that might fall back to earth. I think will fall back to earth. I think we'll be on the cusp of not making cups. Sorry,
thank you.
Of not making the playoffs. The Tennessee Titans and Julio Jones.
Can I ask you what Nashville ever did to you? What did Nashville ever do to you?
Why?
Because you just hate fucking Ryan Tannehill.
I don't believe in Ryan Tannehill, and the results have proven me right.
You wish he was still a Dolphin.
Yeah, I do. So we'd be out of the league. There was surprise. No, I don't. I don't have anything against Ryan Tannehill. I just don't believe him as a quarterback. They had a surprise run in 2019 that ended, and then in 2020 they came way back to earth. And remember, in 2019, they had a losing record most of the season, and they went on this miraculous run. And that can happen in sports. In 2020, they looked more like a middling team, which is what they are. Derrick Henry can only run over so many fucking people. A shelf life for a running back in this league is is short. And I'm not saying it's this year, but he's going to slow down at some point. And Ryan Tannehill will turn into some sort of a pumpkin, not a green, malnourished pumpkin, but a fucking pumpkin. So I don't believe in the Tennessee Titans. I don't. And Julio Jones, nope. There's a reason Bill Belichick didn't go after that walking fucking medical cart. I just don't believe in the Tennessee Titans. I think that they're coming back down to earth. I think they are. And I think that Mike Vrabel is working his way for 3 or 4 or 5 years to get his ass shipped over here to New England to take over this job when Bill quits. So that's what I think.
It's Jeff Fisher. Wow. You ever hear of Jeff Fisher when he was there forever?
Jeff Fisher was a great coach for the Titans. When I lived in I don't care. I did.
Captain
I liked Jeff Fisher. I liked him. I did like him as a coach.
You don't get fired from there. You stay
no,
forever.
Sorry, Bob.
You leave on your own terms.
All right, I'm out of here.
Oh, we finally found the line for Nykki-Nike, Jeff Fisher.
No,
Bill.
That porn stash. No, he was a good coach. You know what I mean? When I lived in Nashville for 5 years, it was great. But no, with Vrabel being the coach, I do think they're going to make a run. They all had COVID just like a little while ago, right? Well, last week.
They were the biggest COVID story last year.
Yeah, huge.
Oh, and they still got Ryan Tannehill's on the COVID list
right now. Ryan Tannehill is a no-name. He's a nobody. He's like saying Dalton. He's like saying he's just one of those no-name guys. You know what I mean? Fitzpatrick made a name for himself. Fitzpatrick was a no-name for a while, and now he made a name for himself. I don't believe in Ryan Tannehill either. I don't believe in him. I believe in Vrabel. I believe that he can make the team better. Derrick Henry can only do so much for the team. Julio Jones, you can only do so much for the team.
When Bill was on vacation, I thought for sure someone was going to finally be on my side and not sucking Rich's balls. And lo and behold, we got Nikki here, and she's fucking sucking up the Rich. God damn it.
Maybe Nikki just has her own opinions, unlike Bill, and I'm not swaying her in any way or whatever. She read the email. She just happens to agree with what I have to say because what I say is generally right. Pay attention.
Yeah.
All right, we're running late here, but I got one more story that one more storyline that I wanted to bring to the table, and this one hits home. The Chiefs and the dynasty talk, and Patrick Mahomes and the GOAT talk. How bad? Let me put it this way: how bad do the Chiefs have to be this year for that talk to finally go away? Because I think it is dampening. But dampening, that's not right. Dampening, but it's not gone completely. So if the Chiefs lose in the divisional round and Mahomes has like 2 bad picks, but a couple touchdowns, is that enough to go, you're just another team? You're just another team. Patrick Mahomes is a world-class talent, sure, but you're just another team.
Healthy?
Enough with the fucking dynasty talk. Enough with everything else.
Was he healthy when he did this?
Yeah,
because you look
healthy as you can be at week 19 in an NFL season.
Because look at how they were last year in the Super Bowl when he got lit up by Tampa Bay. Well, his ankle was all messed up. He wasn't 100%. If he was 100%, he's the GOAT. He's the new GOAT. It's the passing of the torch.
Oh my God!
These fucking bobos in Kansas City. I mean, their barbecue phenomenal, but other than that, their thoughts on sports terrible. So yeah, fucking if he goes out there divisional week loses, yeah. The GOAT talk, the fucking dynasty talk, all ends right there. That's how it ends.
I disagree with you. I mean, Patrick Mahomes and Reed, they have a great foundation. They have a great foundation laid down right now. But having the whole dynasty talk, I don't think so. You know, Mahomes, no, I don't think so. How? You're the new GOAT? No, there's no new GOAT.
Just to win 7 more Super Bowls to be the next GOAT.
Like, can they playoff contenders? Oh, absolutely, every year. With Reed and Mahomes, absolutely, definitely. But being the baby goat stuff, yes, he was hurt last year. I remember that. So he's had surgery. Didn't he? What did he have surgery on?
Yeah, his ankle, I think.
His ankle, right?
Yeah, so, you know who else was hurt? Tom Brady, blown MCL.
Yeah.
One.
Tom Brady's been hurt for 20 years, right? So this is going to be his most.
Yeah, because he's married to Giselle.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Burn.
Ooh.
That's only been 10 or so. Yeah, I just
think, like 20.
But the Chiefs have a great They do. They have a great foundation. Okay, they do. But a dynasty. All right, stop talking about a dynasty. You keep going. You go to a Super Bowl every year and you lose. That's a dicey. If you win one every other, something like that, maybe. Patrick Mahomes is an amazing quarterback, 100%. Definitely agree with that. But the whole world, the same dynasty has got to go. I'm not good with that. It just
chaps my ass because I've had this conversation with two separate, different, not connected Kansas City fans. And I know two's not a big sample size, but both of them in the dynasty talk, this was before they lost the last Super Bowl, talked about a potential dynasty or a dynasty because they made the AFC Championship game. The one they lost to Brady and the Patriots at home. Like, yeah, but it was overtime. You didn't get a chance. No, dude, like, whatever. Fine. That you lost that game. You're not a dynasty. It shouldn't even be a conversation. It's insulting to the dynasties of old that it's in the conversation. Fuck you. No chance. Not a chance. And by the way, you're one extra greasy cheeseburger away from being a mediocre fucking team because Andy Reid ain't lasting that long. And Patrick Mahomes, without Andy Reid, is a good quarterback. He's not as good of a quarterback.
Andy Reid wants to surpass Bill Belichick, and he's not going to do it.
Wait, you got it, bud. You win.
There's no way Andy Reid's going to survive that long to do that.
Fucking anything. He's as old, or he's like a year or two younger than Bill Belichick.
Yeah, he looks way older.
He's like he's a deep dish away from
he looks like a cherry
out of the league.
He looks like a cherry on the side of the field all the time.
I mean, two shows in a row. He
might be the second best coach of his generation to Belichick, but he's not even close to Belichick. They're not close to a dynasty. Enough with that talk. I just, realistically, because with the ESPN and the stupid crowds, if they lose in the division, I think we can finally put that to bed. If they go to another AFC Championship game again, I think we're going to continue to hear how good they are, even though they haven't won shit, but that one Super Bowl. Well, this was fun. The NFL is right around the corner. Just a week from today, as we record, less than a week from when this is released. 4 days? 4 days from when this is released.
Can't wait.
Hi ho, Timber. MFL is right here. This has been the Simple Mind Sports Show, Sunday, Social Hour, September 5th. We'll see you on Monday. Bye-bye.
1, 2, 3, 4. Later.
One, two, three, four.
Bitch.
That's a great episode.
Wait, hold on. I gotta show you something.
Uh-oh. Oh.
If this is her nutsack, I'm gonna be pissed.
Just come swaying. How can she hear us? I think it must be fucking up 100.
I can't tell if she can hear us or not hear us the whole night.
I couldn't hear you.
Okay.
She could just see us laughing. What are you doing? This better make me laugh.
It's not gonna make you laugh.
Ooh.
That's because it's red.
Yep.
Oh, it's because it's red. Mm-hmm.
And it was on sale at Marshall's for $15.
That's the biggest thing that chaps my ass about the Chiefs dynasty talk, because the Chiefs were a good franchise just to kind of root for.
I live in Concord, dude. This isn't friggin' Marshall's in fucking Concord. And I was like, $15? I'll grab it. It's
a good piece. Nice piece.
You ever have problems with your stomach? You have a little gurgly belly?
No, that's you, Ray.
You got toilet paper.
That's you.
Yeah. A little bubble gut. You got to take care of the hot snakes. Whoop.
Done. She gets up a lot.
Yeah. You just tie the sleeves in a knot around the neck, and then just use it as a bowl, as a hot snake bowl.
There you go.
Like soft serve.
Oh, that dog needs some CBD.
That's Mookie. He's named after...
yeah. Mookie has earned himself a free sample of
CBD.
Dr. Tom's Back to Basics.
Oh, he needs Ritalin. Trust me.
CBD.
Yeah.
I'll send you the email tomorrow.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'll talk to you tomorrow about it. So he needs Ritalin. He's crazy. He's wild.
What did I just say? The CBD will mellow him out.
Yeah. He's named after Mookie Betts. That's
is that a fucking sword?
Yeah,
Where?
It's my back scratcher / mail opener.
What is that?
Oh, you're important.
Oh, those are fun. You're like...
Did you say you're important?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's an insult or a compliment.
Both.
All right.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
This is also what I poke your mother with when she wants to suck.
We went 2 shows. I think
he's doing the suck it side.